Hey, hello, hello. Yeah, good. Uh, where are you? Okay. Do you have time? Because I wanna tell you something. Yeah, yeah. I have some problem and I need your help. Okay? Uh, Tonight? Oh, great, great. So, we will meet up tonight. Okay. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, see ya.
Yo.
Hey, how are
Hi,
you?
hi.
What's up? Okay.
Long time no see.
Hey, long time no see.
Sorry.
Okay.
The traffic is so
No problem.
so.
I'm
What's
happy
wrong?
that you come. Yes,
What's wrong?
like did you see that I'm so frustrated?
Why?
Yes,
Yeah.
because this month I lost a lot of money.
Sorry, I'm sorry to hear that. Okay. I will listen to you.
Okay,
What's wrong?
uh, this is because in this month I start to invest my money. I bought some stock in the market, and yeah, I can tell you that in this month I lost 100 million rupiah.
100 million.
Yes, I lost my money.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So okay. I will listen. So tell me the detail. What's going on?
So I tried to buy when the stock price was low. Okay. And I tried to sell when the stock price was high. Okay. And every day, 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, I always monitor the stock price.
Oh my gosh.
And
Yeah.
but I think that that's all is useless. I
Okay.
lost all of money.
Yeah, I start to figure it out what your problem now. Okay.
Okay, so I need some advice from you.
Okay, from your explanation, I can say that you are an active investor.
Yeah.
Actually, it's not bad, but I think that's why you're frustrated because your time is fully yeah, you know. Okay. I have something that might be help you.
Okay, I need it so much.
I read it a month ago, and I think this can help you to solve your problem.
Okay,
Wait a minute.
just let me
Uh,
know.
Actually, I didn't bring the book, but this I think you must read this
Okay,
book because
so
it will give you a new point of view about the investor.
so I will read this book.
Ah,
Okay, I hope this will help me.
I believe it will help you.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay.
The Warren Buffett Way. I think this is a very good book. For the new investor, they should read this book. They can learn many things about the Buffett. And you can see that is the Robert G. Heffron. He's just is a very credible person. Actually, currently Robert Hastrom is a chief investment manager. He is also graduate from Villanova University. He get MBA and BA from Villanova University, and also she got the CFA certification in 1992. You can see that he is also the member of CF institution, and also CFA Society in Pennsylvania. The author also the best seller of the Warren Buffett way. So whoever try to investor, please look at this book. Actually, the Warren Buffett have get many influence in investor from four people. The four people is come from like Graham, and then Fisher, William, and also Munger. From Graham, Buffett learned about the intellectual basic for investing, and then the margin of safety, and also helped Buffett learn how to master his emotion to take advantage about the market fluctuation. And this book from Fisher gave Buffett an updated, workable methodology and also enabled him to identify good long-term investment and also to manage a portfolio over the long term and talk the value, only focusing on many good companies. And from William, have influenced Buffett in mathematical model and also for calculating true value. And from Munger, help Buffett appreciate in the economic return that come from buying and own great business. All people have easily understood that acknowledge that Buffett is the synthesis of farming. I think this book is very, very useful for a new investor.
I used to rule the world. Seas would rise when I gave the word. Now in the morning I sleep alone. Sweep the streets I used to own.
Buffett started the insurance business by close the textile business. He closed it because of the textile group is not profitable anymore. It becomes commodity business and required a big capital improvement. This business generated enough capital in the earliest years for him to buy an insurance company where the name is Berkshire Hathaway. Buffett no need time for develop his insurance business. He need just 2 years to have an excellent growth for his company. At the same time, the insurance business themselves doing quite well. It led him to expand aggressively into his group business. In 2004, Berkshire has 38 insurance companies, including 2 giants, the government employees insurance company and General Re, each of which has several subsidiaries. In addition to insurance companies, Buffett also has many businesses in the other field, such as a newspaper, candy company, an ice cream, jewelry store, paint company, and others. He operates from this owner perspective, where in buying stock is the same as buying company. It's also true that buying company is the same as buying stock. The same principle apply in both cases. Buffett look for a company he understands with a consistent earning history and favorable long-term prospect, showing a good return on equity with a little debt, that are operated by honest and competent people, and importantly, are available at attractive price.
Buffett is more belief to superficial reason rather than fundamental analysis, such as market theory, macroeconomic concept, or sector trend when deciding his investment. His main focus on 3 main areas. 1. Business is simple and understandable. Of course, the successful investor have to know well about their investment. their analysis and research to the company have to ensure that this business will perform well over a long time period. The second, business with consistent operation. He does not care about the hot price of the stock happen in a short period. He will buy a company where he believes that this company will be successful and profitable for a long time period. The third, the business with favorable long-term prospect. Buffett mentioned that action of investment is determining the competitive advantage of the business, but however, above it all, it is the durability in maintaining this performance for a long time period. Buffett will look very hard at the quality of management before he decides for new investment or business acquisition. He values the honest and competent manager with behave and think like an owner. This kind of attitude will tend not to lose sight of the company objective, which is to increase shareholder value with rational decision. The summary of this consideration are to meet with this characteristic. First, is management rational? What does rational mean? Rational is taking the decision what to do with the company earnings, whether invest in the business or return to shareholders. The second, is management candid with the shareholders? And the third, does management resist the institutional imperative? Well, in conclusion, Buffett wants to work with managers who are straight shooter, who are candid with his shareholders and their employees as well.
The world sees it rise when I gave the word. Now in the morning I sleep alone. Sweep the streets I used to own. I used to roll.
Buffett values both managerial excellence and economic performance. He does not take yearly results too seriously. Instead, he focuses on 4 or 5 year average. He relies on this financial principle. First, focus on return of equity, not earning per share. Buffett prefers return on equity. It is the ratio of operating earning to shareholder equity. He said the best measure of management performance is to know how well management generating a return on the operation given to the employees. The second, calculate owner earning to get a true reflection of value. Cash flow is an appropriate way to measure business that have large investment in the beginning and smaller outlays later on. Instead of cash flow, Buffett preferred to use what he called owner earning. It is a company net income plus depreciation, depletion, and amortization, less the amount of capital expenditures and any additional working capital that might be needed. Look at the company with a high profit margin. Great business always converts sales into profit. Buffett himself cannot be thought when it comes to costs and unnecessary expenses. Those things need to be cut in order to split profit. For every dollar retained, has the company created less dollars of market value?
Sometimes we need the remote control to control something. As an investor, we can need the tools to control our investment. In the market, we know at least the two types of the people. The first thing is investor, and the second one is speculator. What is the difference between investor and speculator? Investor and speculator have the differences. If the speculator tries to anticipate and profit from price charts, and the investor seek only to acquire companies at reasonable price. The successful investor is often the person who has achieved a certain temperament. What are the temperament? The first one is calm. They know that stock prices are influenced by reasonable and unreasonable factor, will fall and then as well as rise. When that happens, they reach with equanimity. They know as long as the company retains the qualities that attract them as investor in the first place, the price will come back up. In the meantime, they do not panic. The second thing is patient. The investor were never willing to purchase a stock unless all the facts were in his favor. The investor would be forced to wait patiently until a great investment opportunity surfaces. And the third thing is rational. The investors are neither unduly pessimistic or irrational optimistic. They are instead logical and rational. Sell at a lower price and buy at higher price is not most profitability strategy. True investors are pleased when the rest of the world turns pessimistic because they see it for what really is, a perfect time to buy good company at bargain price. And how the Warren Buffett teach me about investment? Investing the Warren Buffett way is the step one is turn off the stock market. If you plan to owning share in an outstanding business for a number of years, what's happened in the market on day-to-day basis is inconsequential. The step two is don't worry about economy. Often investors begin with an economic assumption and then go about selecting stock that fit neatly within this grand design. Buffett considered that this thinking to be foolish. Why? The first, no one has economic predictive powers anymore. Then they have stock market predictive powers. The second, if you select stock that will benefit by a particular economic environment, you inevitably invite turnover and speculation as you continuously adjust your portfolio to benefit in the next economic scenario. And the step three, buy a business, not a stock. Calculating the value of the business is not mathematically complex. He encourages his stance of correctly predicting future cash flow by sticking with businesses that are simple and stable in character. And the step four, manage your portfolio of business. Buffett believes that wide diversification is required only when investors do not understand what they are doing. If this know-nothing investor want to own common stock, they should simply put their money in an index fund. But for the know-something investor, conventional diversification into dozens of stocks makes little sense. Buffett asks you to consider, if the best business you own presents the least financial risk and has the most favorable long-term prospect, why would you put money in your 20th favorite business instead of adding money to the top rank? Now that you are managing a portfolio of business, many things begin to change. The first, you are less likely to sell your best business just because you are returning a profit. The second, you will pick new business for purchase with much greater care. It is wrong to assume that you are not buying and selling, you are not making progress. In Buffett's mind, it is too difficult to make hundreds of smart decisions in the lifetime. He would rather position his portfolio so he only has to make a few many decisions. Thank you.
Hey, Gu. Hey, you.
Hey.
I look for you everywhere.
How are you?
How are you? Yeah,
Fine,
I'm
fine. Oh, you look so happy. It's
Yes.
very different from the last time we
Yes, I'm so happy now
met. Oh, why?
because my investment is getting bigger and bigger.
Oh yeah, oh really?
Yes.
I'm really happy to hear that.
Yes.
So, how is the result?
My money in the last year is double. So now
Okay.
I can invest better without losing my time. Okay.
Good, good, good.
That's
good,
all
good.
because you and Warren
Ah.
Buffett. Thank you, thank you.
Okay, that's good.
There are many ways to do your investment.
But if you want to make a real investment,
Just do the Warren Buffett way.